Okay, let me try this again. Hopefully this shit works. My previous memory clip got full. Okay, so I'm gonna just restart this intro. And yeah. So I just wanted to do my makeup and just kind of talk. But yes, let me show you the eye look that I was doing before I was rudely interrupted. But I'm gonna try this look. We shall see. I have not done my makeup in forever. I do have these two palettes that I have yet to use, but we're gonna try it today, so I'm gonna go in with this. But yes, so I am just still kind of getting used to my short hair, which I got my little fro on top. I've gotten so many compliments and you know, positive things that people have told me, and a lot of people have told me that like they themselves lost hair, or that like they knew someone, their mom, sister, grandma, or somebody that they know like experienced like hair loss. I don't know if it's to the extent that I experienced it, but it was kind of, you know, I had a lot of sweet messages after I posted my hair loss video. I was hesitant to post it, and then it was really emotional to like film and edit that. That's why it took me long. It took me weeks to like get the courage to do that. Just because I just was traumatized. It was kind of hard to like relive the emotion of it. Like, yeah, I at that point had hair on my head, a full head of hair, like no bald spots. But it was still a little difficult. But I'm seeing some hair growth, and I'm happy. So that's what matters. But I do want to kind of get back to like, I don't want to say regular life, normal life, because what I don't think that exists for me. But I guess I just wanted to update after that video. A lot of people were asking me like, how did you grow your hair back? Like, honestly, you guys, like, all I did was take vitamins. I took prenatal vitamins, and I took vitamin D, and I was just taking whatever I could to get healthy, and my hair just grew back. I didn't know if it would. There was no guarantee that it would grow back. I feel like people would be like, oh, it's gonna grow back, it's gonna grow back, but there was like, nobody can guarantee me anything, like, you know. So and I didn't want to post my video for a while because I think it was just kind of hard to talk about, and I knew I was gonna get like questions, and I was just kind of like scared. I was very scared because I didn't have a full understanding of what I was going through. So yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it short. I'm kind of on the fence, but we'll see what time, you know. I'm always full of emotions, but I'm always full of mixed emotions, so we'll see how I feel. My hair was always a way that I expressed myself. I spent thousands of dollars on my hair. I've been platinum white blonde. I was trying to go gray at one point. And so, you know, we'll see. But I do want to just go over just some updates that I am facing a housing problem. I'm facing a housing problem. I will be moving out of this apartment, which I'm excited and not excited, because I'm like, to be honest, I didn't like living here. It's not the apartment, it's not the area. The area is okay, you know, but I feel like I have a negative emotions attached here. And it's not just like what I was going through. I just feel like it was not like a joyful experience for me. As much as I would try to be happy here, it was not. And so with that being said, I don't have anywhere that I'm gonna move to. No honey, I don't. I don't know, like, I guess it's across the US, is that there is a housing problem. People can't find places to live, and I'm just not trying to pay the rent prices out here because, and this is gonna be a big one, I am moving out of state. And there's a few things that are holding me back. And so I feel like, okay, like, I'm not gonna get into a lease here 6 months, 9 months, whatever. A lot of places are not even offering 6 months anymore. Let's be honest, let's be real about that. They are not offering those types of leases anymore. And so I was in a pickle because I'm like, I'm moving to Texas. Like, I'm moving to Texas. I had already been like planning this, and I was like, I have to go. And I was for a while like just on the fence of like, where was I gonna actually move to, you know, what city. Texas is huge. What city, like, what about my job? I was like figuring all my plans out, and I was like, I don't want to keep prolonging it. I don't want to keep pushing it back, and then like, just, I don't know, I guess I'm running out of patience is what is happening. And so I have basically this surgery that I'm going to have, and okay, so back, I'm gonna give the timeline. Back in November, I was like, okay, like, I want to have this surgery. My doctor was like, cool, you know, we're gonna refer you. Cool. And then I'm like, okay, I call because you have to do like the seminar before you have the surgery. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, everything's virtual. It wasn't even gonna be an in-person seminar. It was a virtual one. I called to get into the seminar, and this was in November. They couldn't get me until March. We're at the end of November. December, January, February. 3 months I had to wait. It was at the beginning of March. So I'm like, oh my god, I have to wait till March. Okay, whatever. I do the seminar, and they're like talking about all, you know, they explain like the surgery process. They explain everything in detail, whatever. Cool. Then they're like, we'll call you to set your initial appointment, like your appointment to basically like your consultation. They tell you like everything you have to do before you have the surgery, blah 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 blah, blah, whatever. So I'm like, cool, like, I'm about to have this surgery. Why do those look very similar? But no, this one's darker. They don't call me. I call them. I wait like some days, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna fucking call them. They can't get me in for my consultation until June 29th. You guys, that's months away. I was so shocked. I'm like, you can't get me until June. That's just the first doctor's visit. That's not even like, I was like nervous because it is covered by my insurance, and they're like, oh, like it depends on your insurance, sometimes they can require this. I'm like, oh. I immediately get discouraged because that just feels like I'm already getting like, ugh, okay, I'm always full of emotion, so I'm already getting like upset talking about it. I immediately get like so discouraged, like, oh my god, like this is just gonna like, my issue is that it wasn't matching up with my timeline on when I wanted to have it done and then be able to move to Texas, because I have to apply for jobs in Texas. There has to be a job that's open for me in Texas. And I don't want to leave the company I work for. I want to stay there. And I was so upset because I'm like, this just like changed, like, I already fucked up on my look. Ugh. This already changes my, I need a more purpley. This is too dark. This changes like my whole timeline. And I know that's like kind of silly. Some people would be like, you're being like over dramatic, but I'm like, no, like you don't understand. Like I'm gonna have to put everything in storage. I like do have a place I'm going to live, but it's like it's not my place, and I'm gonna have everything in storage and everything, like, so it just kind of like upsetted me so much. I got so upset, just like this eye look is upsetting me because this purple is not turning out how I want it. And so I won't be seeing for months, and then that surgery is basically gonna hold up my move to Texas. So that is one of the things where I feel like has been my downfall for ever since I graduated college, since 2017. So like the past 5 years I have had this constant issue, and I recognize my issue is that I have this timeline that I've been trying, and I need to give it up. I need to just let it go of this timeline of like how and when I want things done, because I just know like it takes steps to get there, and if this doesn't happen then I can't do this, and then it's just gonna take longer, and I get so frustrated that it's just like, I was literally like, should I have this? I was like asking people like if they make the decision for me, like, should I still have their surgery? Should I just forget about it and just move to Texas and, you know, try to talk to doctors out there, you know, because it all ties up with insurance. If my insurance wasn't paying for it, I probably wouldn't be as stressed, but my insurance is paying for it. If I move states, you know, and job, and, well, not companies, but like, I don't know, like, I just don't want to prolong it. I don't want to get a different doctor and then they're like, this is not working out, you guys. It's not working out. Okay, this was not a good brush to use. I'm gonna use my finger. I don't want to have a different doctor tell me something else, and it just like not, and it, you know, it just ruins it. I think I'm thinking too much about it, that I'm already upsetting myself, because then I start playing out all these scenarios that could happen or they could not happen. Like, it's like not set in stone, and why am I doing this? And that is my problem. So yeah, it's still in motion for the surgery. Nothing has changed. I do want to document my journey with the surgery, in case, you know, I just want to, it's something I'm going to be going through. But yeah, that was one of the those are the two things, is that my move to Texas and it being potentially like prolonged, and my surgery. And those are two things that, like, depending on when I have the surgery, I might have to cancel certain things, you know, which is upsetting. But I am just gonna try to be positive. I feel like it's not that I feel like I need to get out my emotion, and then I can start thinking logically about it. You guys, this eye look, it's too bright. It's not as dark as it should be. But these colors are not coming out dark. They're coming out very pinky, and it's supposed to be more on the red. Maybe this Huda will have... Okay, I'm gonna try... I need like a deep red eye look. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try this. This is too pink. It's too Barbie. Yeah, it's too Barbie here. I need to deepen it. Oh, okay, this is looking... Okay, so I'm grateful for everything, but I also feel like not discouraged, but I feel nervous because I just want things to happen already. I want things to happen already, you guys. This is not like the first time I've tried to move. I did try to move out of Arizona, you guys. I was gonna move to Pennsylvania, and that is another time, a different story for another day that I would potentially talk about. But I don't know. I don't know what to feel for all of this. I'm gonna keep my thoughts positive. It's not, you know, I do not like this look. Okay, first of all, it got a little too thick. A little too thick. Because in this look, the line is thin. I'm trying to fix it. I need to thin it out. I need to super thin it out, especially on this eye. This eye is not cute. And it got way too thick right here. But yeah. I wish I was a go with the flow type of girl, you know, like if I could just go with the flow and just kind of be very like, oh, you know, everything's gonna happen, it'll happen in God's timing, not my timing. And I strive to be that person. Like, I want to so bad be that person, but I am too impatient, and I need to learn patience. This side definitely got messed up. I don't know, you guys. I'm trying not to freak out. But is anybody like that? Like, I feel like I try to have like, I want to like go with the flow, but then I'm like, oh my god, like no, like this needs to happen already, so then I can do this, and then I fall into that like timeline, like of planning. I'm a planner. That's who I am by nature, and I wish I could change that about myself. I feel like that's my biggest flaw, is that I plan things to the T, and it has to like happen around these things, and this and when something like happens to like ruin those plans, I get so frustrated. And that's why, like, when all this was happening, you guys, like, I had plans when I was supposed to go to Tennessee. I had bought Cardinals tickets and I was gonna go to Tennessee, and mind you, I had nobody who would go with me to Tennessee to this fucking game. That week that I had COVID, like, I didn't go to the game. I was supposed to go to Iceland, and I didn't go because I couldn't get vaccinated. You had to be vaccinated, and I couldn't get my passport renewed because there were so many things that happened that tied my money up that I just couldn't go anymore. And that was so upsetting to me. And then now it's like, okay, I feel like I can't enjoy the moment I'm in now that we're hair grown out and trying to move forward in life, because then I feel like, well, everything's kind of hanging on these like things to happen. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just a negative Nancy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a negative Nancy. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna finish my face off camera because I'm like ranting and raving. Okay, so let me just, I already put mousse, but I don't know, I don't like the mousse that I have. This is texture spray, it's not even hairspray. But I feel like it gives my hair like a nice texture. You guys, I don't know how to style this hair. And then, like, I have these sideburns. I have to tuck them away. Okay, but yes, so I am going to dinner with my friend. It's kind of like last minute planning. I was just like, ooh. Yeah, it was a last minute thing. I still have a couple hours. I honestly didn't think I would like finish getting ready this fast, but I think I failed to mention that the surgery I am planning on having is going to be a weight loss surgery, so that's why it is taking so long. That's why I think it just upset me so much, because I'm like, I want to get there. I want to just get there already, you know? And so, that's why, other than like what I was going through with like the whole COVID and hair loss and everything that just was going on during that time, like, I kind of stopped I stopped wanting to film because, first of all, like, I did try to stay as positive as possible. Like, I did try to do Vlogmas, even though like it was not as successful as I wanted it to be, because I just couldn't put the time and energy into it. And I'll probably go more into depth on that later. But also, like, I don't buy clothes anymore, you guys, because I am planning on having this surgery. I don't buy like hundreds of dollars, which I shouldn't have in the first place, but I don't buy like clothes and do hauls anymore because I want to lose the weight. I want to have the surgery. So, you know, after the surgery, when I go down in size, I hope to be able to do hauls again and more fashion videos. And that's kind of like what I always wanted to do, was just makeup and fashion and traveling. And I have all these plans, and I feel like it's been my hardest time. That maybe if I would have done YouTube years ago, I would have had more energy and focus. And now that I feel like, okay, I'm doing it now at this point in my life, it's it's more of a challenge because I am facing these situations that are a little bit I guess challenging is the best word I could find. But I have so many things to come, which I hope that people or just whoever follows the journey, I'll try to film a little bit when I'm with dinner with my friend. I don't know, you know, we'll see. Sometimes I don't like to put people on camera because, you know, we just talk about crazy random things that not everybody wants to be filmed. But I shall see you later.